repeat.
Uh-huh.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Why?
You'll find
You'll
out.
see.
Alright. It's our intro.
You're gonna learn today, boy.
Today, you gonna learn today.
You see, when
you gotta learn what a big black dick looks like today.
Fucking Christ.
Okay, I'm gonna swallow this gum and then we're good to go.
Why don't you just spit it out like it? Oh, it's already done.
Yeah, why?
Oh, that's
I don't
fucked.
understand.
Because that doesn't get processed in your digestive tract. Like, that's
It doesn't matter.
so bad for you.
I'm not dying.
You could. You might have a
I
cum
don't
block
drink, I don't
up in your
smoke.
intestine.
It'll buff out, right?
Yeah. Oh, gross.
You ready for this, Valka?
Repeat.
No,
I know. I'm just like, that's what I have to say. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Rant.
Rave.
And repeat.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
My name is Travis Snell. I'm joined by...
Kyle Smid.
And Nick Valka.
Yes, we have a special guest on. You know what the show is. We're going to do some ranting, we're going to do some repeating, and some raving, I guess. I
Raving.
forgot. I definitely skipped an option. Yeah, not that. Yeah, one time we'll get
I'd love it if it was that kind of rave. That's my style.
We'll get some people on one time when we're famous and have like the best rave conversations. But usually we start this off. Nick is a friend of how long you've known him.
At grade
Oh, it's been
one?
a while. So I mean,
Wow.
Oh yeah, no, it was definitely back in the Watson Road days. Grade 2, maybe.
Grade 1,
That's
grade
when,
2?
That's when I came in. Grade 2.
Oh, was it in grade 2?
And then the bond strengthened through the old Hub Youth Group.
Oh, right.
Grade
we used to have a
5,
youth
6.
group together as well,
Grade
too.
5, 6. Yeah.
And, yeah, middle school and then high school as well. So.
Yeah. And then just kind of... So that's been, what, 15? No. Yeah,
That's-
15 years, kind of.
Yeah.
15,
Wow.
16 years. 23
Yeah.
years old now.
I feel like I'm missing the history.
Makes me feel old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it does.
But yeah, no, there was a couple people when I started Rant, Rave, Repeat that I had on the hit list to get on, and Nick is definitely one of them. And
Just because you know I love to talk.
yeah, you do sometimes, and other times you're very quiet. I think in the podcast form you will be, but when we met, and this is, I guess I'll introduce it how we met. You and I probably didn't talk for like probably the first 6 months we worked together, because that was like my first retail job, and I was super serious. And I was the full-time guy too. For people with preferences, I was at Best Buy, and there's only 3 full-timers, so as a full-timer you gotta carry your weight. And I didn't say I hated Valka, but he definitely annoyed me, because if I was working with him, if I was working at the...
No, go ahead, and then I'll say my
I
side.
was
That's
always
fine.
the closer, and the good thing about being the closer was I was full-time, so when the person comes in, like, oh, hey, I gotta do this stuff, which was really not doing anything. It was down-stocking.
Oh, yeah, let's get real. I mean, we didn't do any real work.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it appeared like there was
But
stuff
I
to do.
could pass off the, hey, you go sell TVs to the part-timer while I go do this. I could pass off to any part-timer that came in. It was great. But when I had to close with Valka, it was always the worst, because I'd be in the back stock room or the warehouse, and then I'd get a call of like, oh, who's in home entertainment? Who's this? And I'd be walking back, I swear I left Nick there, and I'd look up, and you're at the tills, or you're talking to somebody, and that's why I always, at the beginning, hey, work with you, because I'm like, I could slack off and get other people to do the work, but you're the definition of the slack, so I couldn't slack off at all.
See, that's the thing. I mean, you may have been the full-time guy, and I was the part-time guy, like you say, but we were the same. We were both slackers. That's how we kind of hit it off. But when I first started, because as you know, we opened the place. We set this store up. When I walk in there, I still think, like, I remember putting this area in, just kind of shelving in. Nuts. But when I first met you, you talked a lot, and you were, like, obviously, like, I'm an outgoing guy. When I come into a new job, you're not going to be like, all right, like, open up to everyone, let's chat it up. But you chatted to everyone. I was like, who the heck is this guy?
What do you mean, open up?
No, like, not open up, but you were just, like, always going. And it was, like, a mile a minute, and I was like, who is this? Like, what are you doing? How do you, like... So I was more calm, laid back, chatted to a couple of people that I connected with early, but no, it was definitely once you dropped down off the full-time.
No, I was still full-time, but I dropped the mindset.
But you dropped the
full-time.
mindset. That's why. And then you realized, like, oh, you and me, a bunch of the other guys, Jordan and stuff, we all feel the same about this place.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, no, that was definitely... And Kyle also worked at Best Buy. We've talked about this before, but that's where... Obviously, I met you, met a lot of other people, and yeah, that was pretty much it. And then, yeah, once I dropped out of the mindset, I didn't care. I talked to you, but yeah, it was always like, I was just annoyed because I could never depend on you to get anything done. And you still did, but like I said, the slackiness, I was like, oh, I have to work tonight because Valka's here, because like... Yeah, and then you left a couple years ago?
Left a couple years ago.
And I did, and then Kyle did, and
Yeah.
Still maintain contact.
Well, I left a year ago.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you hopped in and out. You
Yeah.
go back.
I go back.
You dip your toes out in the other ocean. Like, no, I'll go back over there.
I like doing nothing
you-
for whatever.
And honestly, like by that point, we'd been there for a while. We were making decent enough hourly. For
retail.
for that age, retail, and
Yeah.
how little we had to do.
Well, they were pretty good because was it every 6 months or a year they'd usually go like 50%, 50
It was like
cents.
60. It was like 6 months, but I remember every single time they'd be on my ass like, Nick, we know you don't like to do anything. We know you don't like to sell the TVs. I'm like, you're right. It's not very fun.
You got me.
But you still kind of have to up it a little bit. So
Was that like your first retail job, Best Buy, or had you done anything
no.
before?
So I had because when did the Best Buy open? That would have been what grade were we in?
That was 2011.
Was that so like either grade 12 or we'd graduated?
They graduated.
We graduated. Okay.
So I was
So
homeless.
I don't know if Kyle would remember this, but I worked at a dollar store before then.
Oh,
Out in Glenmore.
Oh.
And in grade 12, my graduating
seems like a
year,
good setup.
I was closing one of the nights, and I sent the other guy, either some guy my age or a bit younger. I said, hey man, like, you can just take off. It's quiet. We close at 6 o'clock or something.
Yeah.
Weekend hours wise, and I decided, you know what, let's do something nice for the people of KSS in my graduating class and give some gifts. So I pulled my car out front and I loaded some stuff up and gave it away at school the next day, courtesy of the dollar store.
Like stuff you had stolen?
Yes.
Did they fire you?
Nope, it was never found out. So that was the first retail job I had, and then walked into Best Buy.
Wow.
So that's how the mindset kind of...
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You get the hot scoop on
The hot
Nick
scoop.
the Criminal Valka.
I was a minor at that point. You can't you can't bring it back now. I'm an old man who would never think about such things. But
Stealing, what was that? A bunch of forks and knives into the field?
oh no! That was like here's a bag of goodies, and you open it up, and it might be some batteries.
Oh.
It might be some
Classic.
random ping pong balls, just
Yeah.
candy, something like that. No, I never did the fork prank. I think it was so
lame.
That wasn't me.
Was that the other high school that did it?
That was Rutland that did it to us actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not me. I graduated early, so
You can't see it. You can't see it, but I may have glanced in a certain person's way when I said Rutland.
Travis.
yeah. People. I explain this always, but the people that don't live in Kelowna, there's a nice. I guess I don't know.
It's not even
stupid
that bad
feud.
to
It's
be-
not even that bad. I was never part
It
of
gets
it.
a bad rap.
Yeah, it does.
It's the name Rutland. Does that sound pleasant?
No, but
Not really.
we can all agree Mount Boucher was the real enemy in all this.
that's the worst of all by far.
Now, with you two, were you guys like friends off the bat? Did you guys just go to school together for a while? Like,
I think we just went to
It was
school.
just the thing, like I know Kyle because
Yeah.
he's in this person's class. Like,
Yeah.
I know him through playing soccer on the field or just dumb stuff.
Yeah.
and then you guys end up working together at Best Buy too, and then
Yeah.
We became friends at the youth group though. It was a
Yeah.
small group, and
Oh,
we
yeah.
went for the games.
Oh, for
We
sure.
can
did.
definitely say that, and the girls.
are these like physical games or like board?
Oh,
games?
like we'd play kickball outside. We'd do
The best one was sardines.
Sardines was a classic.
Where it's like reverse hide and go seek, where everyone hides and then no,
one person hides, and you have to find them, and when you find them, you hide with them.
them.
So basically, and it's in the dark of the.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to move?
No.
So you find your spot and you stay. So it's a picture of this old style church,
Yeah.
and we're running through it at 10, 12, 13 years old, and it's dark. And you're trying to find one person that's hidden somewhere, and once you find them, you stay. So every now and then, you'd be that last person. It's now quiet, and you're trying to find this big group of people, and you're alone in this old church. It was a fun game, though. Definitely a fun game.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, and then another reason, obviously, other than Nick Valka being I don't know why. I actually, you know what? I think I know
You
why.
always say my
I always
last
say-
name. You can't just say Nick.
Yeah. That is 100%. Like when we talk about Rutland things, that is a Rutland thing. As you've seen as Wong, as
Yeah.
someone we were 100% going to get on this podcast. I've always don't know because he's a guy
Jordan-
that I have to
Jordan
edit around
Wong's
a
a
lot
legend.
because
Yeah.
you know that could definitely give me some hot water. But that is a Rutland thing of always calling somebody by like
Full name.
yeah,
kinda
K.
deal.
Smith. Well, you luckily because all you already went by K. Smith. So
K.
like,
Smith's like a regular name.
Yeah,
But I think-
but it worked.
Even before that, like I started like having like Instagram or Twitter with K Smith. Like
That was your thing.
It
I remember
was
like
the longest thing. Like
I don't know
people
why
call
you
me
had a
Case-
Hotmail account, K-Smith at Hotmail, didn't you? I swear, I don't know why.
Is it a black thing? Is that why you think it got shortened down to K
No,
Smith?
I don't know. It's not a black thing. I got called
Because I couldn't go by T Snail.
And
But if you went by T
no,
Snail,
that makes you sound so.
but if
white.
he went by T Snail, it'd be fine. I think.
No,
K-Smith just works it so short.
It
just,
flows.
yeah.
clean.
Well, because like in middle school, my teachers would. I had one teacher, Nev.
Never all. Shout out to.
She's like, she called me Smitty, and then for some reason, like K Smith just. It was with the Rutland guys who started calling me K Smith.
I'm
and
not
it just
surprised.
Really
Last name's a
clicked
big thing. It's like their attempt, and I guess it rubbed off me like it's macho or like more like.
I mean, you also gotta take Smid. I mean, that's said one way, only one way. How it's spelled.
Yeah,
That's true.
My name's just weird. I mean, that's not even close to some.
Well, I was gonna
people's
say,
last
yeah.
name.
Usually, I somehow don't call you Valka or Nick. Last time I call you Nick Valka. I don't actually know
It's
why.
always together.
Yeah, I don't
Always
know why, but
together.
it's like
It's a
it's like a
group thing.
James Bond thing.
Yeah.
And then if it's not Nick,
That
it's
makes it sound nice.
yeah. Because the thing is, you do have to admit that you have Nick, one of the most popular names. So I think that's why people like that's how Jordan Wong got too, is because like Jordan, everyone, so many fucking people named
It-
It
Jordan.
differentiates you.
Yeah.
It makes you your own
Exactly.
person.
Yeah, and I called you that also just because Eric used to call you Valka, and with his accent, it sounded.
Eric.
Yeah.
We'll leave that one be.
He's never listened to one of these. He's
Good.
Anyways, I can't remember where I was going with this. Anyways, another reason why we had you on is because you've been tinkering. You did your first episode. You've been talking about doing a podcast or getting into it. First of all, plug it for people, either where they can find it or where they can find it in the future. And then also tell us, why did you start this and because the thing I think I knew about you even before you even opened your mouth is that this kid likes basketball.
Yeah.
You can tell by your walk, you can tell by just your aura. It's like
I never.
How did that start?
I never hid the whole sports. I'm a big sports guy. So I growing up, loved sports.
Even through elementary as well too.
Elementary, I played soccer all the way through, and then grade 7 it was basketball tryouts.
You and Liv would talk about the Canucks all the time.
Yeah, my buddy Liv Gill, shout out to him, and we would sit in grade 6 class next to the teacher's desk and talk NBA basketball. And we were 11 years old and had legitimate opinions and things to say. And Mr. Baker loved it. I still talk to him.
Oh, really?
I still see him. He's a great guy. But yeah, so basically, I love basketball. I've been following it for over a decade at this point now. Long time, love it. Just find like the little idiosyncrasies in it, and the storyline's great. So I started maybe in the last 5 years reading a lot of stuff, ESPN writers, articles, stuff like that, and just it interests me a lot. So I thought, I always wanted to be a teacher, but I always knew I was good at writing.
Yeah.
And I decided, why not just try and see if I could write sports articles, mostly basketball, other stuff. I love other things, but thought I'd give that a go. So I've been writing on this terrible name, but just Hoops Banter.
Hey man,
I always love. I don't know why I love English comedy and just stuff like that. So Banter, I thought that was a fun word.
Yeah.
And
it'll grow.
Exactly, and
We hated GeekVerse when we did it because we literally couldn't think of anything.
you
so
just
like,
need a name. You need
we
something
need a
to
name.
get
We need-
started.
yeah,
like
it's-
you want to start, but you need an umbrella. So I
it's
did
so
that.
annoying when you look at all these other podcasts and like, man, they got such good names.
Oh,
it's
it's
witty
like
names, but
basic
it's like,
stuff, and you're like, oh, they just. Like, I'm sure a lot of them have worked hard and figured it out, but some of them have just come and they're like perfect, and that fits awesome. But yeah, so I've been doing that. So it's mostly just been writing. I've always loved podcasts. I listen to a lot of basketball, sports podcasts. I've listened to your guys' podcasts. It's just I love the free flowing conversation and that kind of stuff behind them. So thought I'd give it a whirl. So I threw one up on YouTube just to see, like mostly just friends and family. Put it on my Facebook profile and see what they thought. And so far it's been getting well liked. So it's just me and a couple buddies in our living room talking basketball. Imagine us sitting at the bar doing the same thing.
I'll also leave a link in our description for you. So, but yeah, no, I know you were talking about before cast, and it sounds like a good thing because I think have similar mentalities there that we don't want. We have a structure too in our shows, like when we do news and whatnot, but it's never like what you were talking about. Like you got to hit this minute mark, you got to hit that. Like I always find the free flow conversation better, not even with us, but just like podcasts I listen to, I like it a lot better because when it's too produced, it just. You lose. For me, if you like that, that's great. But for me, I always feel like I lose something. I don't feel like I really fully know the person, or like
part of the conversation.
Like it's just kind of. It seems very. I don't know. I'd
watch ESPN for that.
And you watch a sports talk show and like Sports Center stuff. You know it's gonna happen. It's gonna be broken into this and this and this, and they'll have the highlight reel and blah blah blah. And with podcasts for a long time, like when they first kind of got going, it was just that. It was just like free flowing,
the same thing but audio. Yeah.
But then it started becoming, oh, these are really popular. But we need to, like, I have no problem with ads, but there are like certain like ESPN big companies that just make it just 20 minutes block this subject, 5 minutes ad, then this, blah blah blah, this, and it's just like people are getting cut off left and right, and they don't get to say what's on their mind.
Yeah,
and
that's
what
the
they're
biggest
thinking
thing
at that time,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't like that.
Yeah,
I like being off the cuff and just talking.
Well, and for me too, like I know when we started, I'm like the ESPN is a good example. You're never gonna do what they can do better than them because of their finances, because their funds, because their personalities, because their guests. So it's like for me, when people try to be like, they'll be like, oh, and this is our, like, if we were doing TV shows, it's like, this is our pick of the week for a TV show. It's like,
exactly
cool, but like everybody, Entertainment Weekly's doing that. Like you could do like everywhere, and they have all these funds.
You can get that anywhere.
Yeah.
You want something that's just casual and random. Like you don't know what to expect. You're tuning in like, oh, that's a cool take, or that's a good idea. Like, didn't think about it that way.
Yeah.
Because everyone else has thought about it the same way.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
So that's just how I feel on that kind of a medium.
And how do you think your first podcast went? I've only listened to the first 15 minutes of it because I said to this Nick, I said, to be honest, I was like, I listened to it because I support him, but I know nothing about basketball. See,
that's the thing, and
I liked it because I like you, and I've been on a couple times, so I could tell you, I think you guys will do well.
And we expect that.
Yeah,
I mean that's what's great about this podcast, especially like it's so open that like literally anyone could tune in. Like you don't know what you're gonna talk about. It's just casual, like just some people chatting.
We're GeekVerse. My mom can't listen to that.
Yeah, like she'll like listen to be like, oh, good for you, honey.
She sent me that text when I checked it out. It seems fun.
Yeah,
it's like you have no idea what we're talking about.
I live with girl roommates, and like I played them a little bit, and they're like, look, it sounds cool. Like you guys are having a chat. But it sounds like you're not speaking English. Like I'm saying players' names or different techniques, and they have no idea what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and that's totally fine. Like I get that. Like especially like with your geek, like you get to with the geek stuff. Like not everyone understands. No. They'll listen and be like, cool, like good job. Yeah, sounds good. But I have no clue what you're saying, and I have no opinion. Yeah. So that's fine. Like I respect that, and as long as I'd rather have someone listen, know what they're saying, and be like, I hate your opinion, and I want to challenge you. Like, okay, now let's do this. Versus someone that's like, oh, like cool, like. I don't know what you're saying, but I appreciate it. Like, thank you. Yeah.
Oh, as you continue, I'll definitely get some fun fans. I have my most famous one. I'm not sure you may have seen on Facebook, but yeah, I got what was it? I couldn't. I didn't enjoy Suicide Squad because I was too busy dick sucking Marvel. Yeah.
Oh, this is someone saying this about you.
Yeah,
you didn't like Suicide Squad because you were sucking Marvel's dick.
Yeah, I was too busy.
That makes sense. Yeah, that sounds. Yeah,
their thighs went away. But yeah, so
because I've always known you as the guy that would not watch the movie opening night and then just say shit about it. That's totally you.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, you'll get that. But like it's. I'm excited for you. You'll get to see, and you get to see all the fun technical stuff that too goes into.
And I mean, as a sports guy, I've grown up on teams and like around like athlete stuff. It's a cocky community, like where it's an outspoken thing, and especially with sports, you can't ever label something as the best. I mean, a movie comes out, pitted against one another, one sells more, better ratings. Yeah, that's the better movie. Like that's just how it is. But you can't really say, oh, this player is better than this player.
Because next week
because this guy scored more this one time. That doesn't mean anything. Like, I like you can tell me this. It's a debate. I like to debate that kind of thing. So
get ready for it. You'll get it. But yeah,
bring it on, people. Bring it on.
There'll be, if you're into that, there'll be a description. Doctor Strange on TV. There'll be a link in the description, and then when you're up and running more too, I'll give you another shout out there because I imagine. I think we have more sports fans than we let on. I don't know. I'd
like to hope. I mean, I'm a guy that enjoys his comic book movies. Enjoys listening. Like I do not know the depths of, like, obviously not close to you guys, but I love listening to the structure of it. It's great. Like I enjoy watching. Like this looks great to me. Doctor Strange. Shout out to Doctor Strange. Add on the television in the background. I will love to watch that opening day. It looks great. But
and I think that's a good thing now that's changing. We talked at the very beginning when we did Dynamic Duo about how like even now like the conception of like girls into comic movies like that is completely going away because like you shouldn't, if you see a girl like comic book, you shouldn't be like, oh, why are you reading that?
What's this doing?
Yeah, it's like it makes no sense. It's the same thing. Why like myself like, and that's why like I don't hate the show, but it's like the thing about Big Bang Theory still kind of annoys me when they like. I get it, you can love it and everything like that, but it's like it still portrays it like this is what like this is what geek is.
It's too geeky. Exactly. Yeah. It's 2016. Guess what? Like I have guys that I work with or like spend a lot of time with that are great athletes, and they love it. They would die to see a movie a week earlier than anyone else.
Yeah.
Like, they are so it's 2016. You can't just put the athletes beating up on the geeks. Like, it can be the other way around. They can be the same people.
Yeah, and that's why that's why I have no problem shouting out your podcast, because like I know there's gonna be people out there that listen to basketball. Same thing I've done, like some wrestling ones. Like you're like, you should be allowed to have more than one love or one interest, and if you don't, then you should. I don't know. You should get out there and find something.
Like I love seeing new things, being like, oh, like never thought I'd be into that. Like that's like I totally shot that down my whole life, and it's cool. Like I got no problem with that.
Same for food.
Exactly.
Do not try something.
If you hate sushi, you're missing out. I'm telling you. I hate when that's the one that bothers me, is when people are like, I hate sushi, it's raw fish. It's not even close to all raw fish. 90% of it is cooked. It's unbelievable.
Have you been to what is the buffet?
Buffet 88.
Oh, don't be putting a sushi buffet. No, that's
hang on.
That's not going to be good.
Grant, do you like sushi?
I don't like the one that you're gonna say.
You don't like the buffet or the sushi from there?
That's like saying you
don't
like the sushi.
The buffet?
No.
That's like saying
everybody I've been to loves it.
That's like saying you like the sushi at the mall. It sits out there for 5 hours. I want a guy freshly slicing up this salmon and putting it in my room.
There is a guy like that
with misos.
Yeah, exactly. Like that.
There is people who do that at the buffet though. They make it in front of you.
It's a buffet though, so how does that make any sense?
I actually hate buffets. I only go because you want me to go.
Oh, they're so good, but
I hate that because I don't. I'm a pretty clean
Trust
person.
me, I love the thought of a buffet, endless food for one price. Love it, but it's not good food.
But you should go to Grand 88. It'll change your opinion.
I feel like for me, it's all the people who go there and then use the spoons and use the same wine.
They're always gross.
Come on,
it's like when you went to the old Pizza Hut at the salad bar and you'd see people sneezing over, like into like the salad under the sneeze guard.
Well,
like,
it's no longer salad bars because of that reason.
Yeah,
and it's unsanitary.
I feel like they just got cheap and poor bastards they took away.
Oh, how expensive is it to have a salad bar?
Oh, I think you were talking about the buffet.
You can get salad bar and a buffet, same thing.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Pizza Hut buffet because that's gone now.
No, you can get sick from salad. They're like salad. No. From a buffet.
Get sick from a lot of things.
No, from a buffet. That's why they stopped doing it for sure. Like
at all buffets.
At all buffets.
Then why does a Grand 88 have one?
They don't.
Yeah, they fucking do.
No, they don't.
It's connected to the fruit.
Ew.
Oh, so now there's a fruit buffet.
Whatever.
I think that like moral of the story is all buffets should close down shop and make fresh stuff.
100% no.
I'm sorry.
Grand 88 is fantastic.
I love Chinese food. Hate Chinese buffets because it tastes like crap.
I challenge you to go this one. Don't trust me.
All right, I'll do it. After saying that, I can't not try it.
After what we just
that would make me a pretty big bum.
As someone who has tried it,
little hypocritical.
We just told the listeners and viewers
guys,
to try some new.
Always be open, but I never will.
And then all of us,
I will never do that. Yeah. I'm a hypocrite.
What does that do as I say and not as I do?
Exactly.
Well, our first mini topic, I don't even know how many mini topics we'll have tonight, but the mini topic I have is to set the situation up. I landscape. I'm a groundskeeper at a hotel. So what happens is right now it's fall or the beginning of fall. Leaves are falling everywhere. I'm ranking them up, everything. I'm putting them in a trash bag, and I go to this little bin, and it's cement around it to protect the garbage bin. So it's secluded. It's just in there. You got to go in and you got to dump the leaves down. So hang on, I gotta set the situation.
I just don't know where you're going with this.
So what happens is I have my headphones on while I'm working. I go into this bin while I'm secluded. I'm dumping the leaves, and someone who was my neighbor at some point, I work with him as well. We've had a few conversations, but no way would I even call him a friend. He just happened to picking up his check, and while I'm dumping leaves, he at the top of his lungs comes there and says, "Hey, what are you doing?" Scares the ever-living crap out of me, and he's laughing. And especially when you get scared with headphones in, that's worse because you full on don't have your all senses. So this is my question I'm going to pose to you two: who has and it fits for October? Who has the right to scare you, and when is it acceptable? Because for me, at work unless it's a close friend. If we were still best buddies, you guys scare me, I give you the pass.
Oh yeah, I would have said.
But if it's somebody that you just work with, no. And if it's somebody while you're at work that is not close to me was another one because I'm at work, especially there's people that are coming in and out of the hotel. I don't know. For me at work, it was the one place where I don't want to be scared. And I like scaring people. I get it, but at work, it's off call for. And I had, of course, this is a guy after he's done scaring me, he's laughing. Oh, how's it going? And you just have to be like, oh, good man. But I was just like in my mind like, fuck you,
Fuck
like I
you,
hate
dude.
you, like
you just scared the shit.
Yeah,
I
so
feel
like-
like even for me, if someone did that, I just picture the guy I work with right now, and if he did that to me, I'd just be so pissed off at him, like just so annoyed. Not even mad, just so annoyed. It's like, why? Like,
I usually
what's the
get
point
annoyed.
of that? 'Cause
Yeah.
we don't even talk that much.
yeah.
It depends on the circumstance.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
depends. I mean, I got if I work in a restaurant and like it's a fast paced atmosphere. It's a good time, and a lot of us are friends. There are some people that suck, as any workplace would, and I'm a jumpy guy. If something pops up, I'm gonna like give that quick freak out. I'm like, oh my god, like mini heart attack. So when people do that work, it's kind of like, oh my god, fuck, like good one, I'll get you back. Like if I like you, whatever. But then there are the weirdos that just like grab onto you or touch you, and you're just like, what the fuck? Like, no,
Could you not?
we are not in this space. We're not in this. Like, we're not that close.
Yeah.
Well, and for me, I feel like I have to be on a certain level of friends for me to even scare someone. You know,
Yeah.
like I have to know them for a while, hung on a couple times. Like I don't just. Like, I love scaring people because there's nothing better than them turning a corner and you get them. But I don't do that to people I'm just like acquaintances with. Like it's just a weird. To me, it's a courtesy thing.
And then even that, like, think about like a stranger, like this whole clown thing, man.
Oh,
like,
I was going to talk about this next.
This clown thing, man. I'm like, luckily Halloween's on a Monday this year, so hopefully that cuts it back. But I'm worried for people's safety that decide to dress up as clowns, even though they're idiots for doing it.
So excited.
They're gonna get their asses kicked downtown. This is just Kelowna. This is a small city. Vancouver, Toronto, like major cities.
The video of the university students chasing the clowns.
Yes,
and like
they're gonna
them,
get
riding.
clown.
Yeah,
we're gonna see a high in stabbings. Like it's really sad, but like people are gonna be idiots. Like, oh, it's gonna be so funny if I dress as a clown. It's such a topical thing.
See, I support the clowns.
They're gonna get their asses kicked.
Even when you're on Instagram or Twitter, like you're just watching these photos and like videos and like people just chasing these clowns, or like one clown guy pulls out a gun on a clown. It's like, are you kidding me? Like
that's just, you need to know you're in Detroit or you're in Kelowna.
Yeah.
Like if I'm in Kelowna, maybe I'm getting my face punched in a bit.
Yeah.
If I'm in downtown Detroit, I'm probably just gonna not do that.
Well, I felt like it went in two ways. Where the first week it was definitely like you saw the clowns, they ran off the car. Like it felt like the clowns full on had the power.
Oh yeah.
And then the second week,
And now everyone's like, fuck these clowns. It's time to rebel against these damn clowns.
but like for me, as long as they're not being violent, I don't mind. Because this thing, like I said, I love horror movies. I like being scared, so I don't mind clown.
But why?
But if you don't have anything better to do than go stand out there and be a clown
then
for 5
you're
hours,
a bum. Like, go get a job and figure something out to do. Don't scare people needlessly. Because I know that if
his job is a clown,
like where I'm sitting right now,
his job is to go 5 hours a day.
I
wear
clock
that red
in just
fucking
like all of you
that
other
wig.
sons of bitches, and I get my paycheck. But like where I'm sitting, I can see out into a black window, and if I look there, look left, and look back, and there's a clown, I'm gonna freak out.
But is that in your backyard in that back window?
Well, that'll definitely freak me out there.
Yeah,
in my damn backyard.
Whole nother
See,
level.
I'm all fine for the clowns that are just standing on the highway or standing in the road somewhere. Like, I think the people that are doing it just for fun, just for scaring, I give them a pass because you know what? That's the spirit of Halloween. That's
Do
what
you
Halloween
have
is
fun
about.
seeing people get small heart attacks?
Oh, on the Twitter and Instagram videos? 100%, yeah. That is, anytime those things pop up, I'll watch them. And
awful.
no, they're
You're
fantastic.
awful.
How many
People are like kind of like giving that like jolt
Oh,
to heart.
I
They're catching their breath like, oh my god.
I
what
haven't
did just
seen
see?
those. I've seen more of like
Some
when
of
they're in
them
the car and they'll pull up and then there'll be a clown there and the clown will run at the car and everything like that. And to me,
What?
What are you talking about?
hate
They
that.
run at the. I'm putting that thing in reverse and I'm running over this damn clown
I like the
twice.
ones where like they
I'm
pull
coming
up, they
back
start
and
playing a
coming
song,
back.
and then the clown starts dancing to the song. It's like the
Well,
juju on
If
that
they're
beat.
like chill and like
But
kind of
that's what I
funny,
mean.
fine.
Yeah.
But like if they're running at my damn car, they're getting run the hell
well,
over.
it's
With
all
a bat. Like
Yeah.
Fuck off! Like I don't. You could stop at the last second and be like, "Oh, good joke, Abe," but I don't know. Maybe you're coming to actually murder me.
I believe
Taking
in
your
like
ass
the
out.
fantasy land because I believe in like it's part of the game, right? In many of these videos, you
Is
see
it
like
part of the game?
What
I
game?
think it's no
The
longer
game
a
of life?
No,
I feel like
the
the game
game-
I want to play.
the game of like Halloween sort of spooking each other. Because many times the car's driving, a clown will run up and then just kind of move. Once they catch the car, they don't do anything. They jump around. If it's a clowns that are jumping on your car, then fine. But it's like they just
You
run up.
dent
and
my
scare-
car. I'm getting out of the car.
But there's
Like,
some
I'm-
clowns that don't. They'll run at the car, but when they get there, they're not going to do
Because though
anything.
you don't know, like you just don't.
I know, but like
You don't know these people. You can't.
You don't
give
know.
them a
You
vibe.
can't trust any of these people, especially when they're dressed as a clown.
Who are they?
Like, if I see Kyle running at me, no clown outfit, just the bat, I'm like, already scared. Put his ass in a clown outfit, I'm now more scared. I don't know why.
What was someone with a mental illness issue? They're coming at you. They have to kill you.
What if it's not? What if it's just like some dude?
How do you know
because
that?
This is the problem.
Put yourself in Florida. Bath salts, zombies, face eating. Now you're in a clown outfit. It all comes back around.
I
don't
feel
like
the clown thing.
You know what we need is a wall.
We need to keep the clowns out.
And we're gonna make them pay for it too. And all their clowns.
This is what you get for coming to our country, clowns.
Like I think
I'm getting them all deported.
Make sure to go out and vote if you're from the States.
They're a bunch of rapists. They're criminals. We're gonna send them all back.
All the undecided voters
Vote
vote.
Trump.
Vote Trump.
The clowns. We gotta keep the clowns out.
But this is what I mean. The very first week, I feel
quickly though, in all seriousness, don't vote for Trump.
No,
Continue.
don't. And I know everyone's like, oh, they're both bad people, but there's like one that's lesser.
You pick the lesser. Of the
Yeah,
two
you got to
evils.
pick the lesser of the evil. Like, yeah, just please don't. It's gonna be quite a day if that happens. But like, I feel like back to the clowns. I feel like the first week of clowns, the first wave, they were friendly people.
When you say it, the first picture Gears of War, war shit, and I'm like, where is the crossbow? I need the crossbow, or I'm screwed.
I just thought they were What team is this right now that's on the TV? Why they have the green? Whatever.
Oilers, man.
Yeah, it's opening day for the Oilers.
Come on, it's
going back to the sports. We can get into the sports, boys.
I had no idea. But like, I felt like the first wave was just, hey, we're gonna have some fun, scare some people. Because like, do you like being scared? Do you go through haunted houses? Because Kyle does, but like reluctantly.
I'd be on the same page. Like I went and saw what was that recent?
Don't Breathe.
Don't Breathe. I went and saw that. So obviously,
great movie.
Didn't watch the trailers. Just kind of heard things about it. I was like, this is not going to be for me. It's going to be just like boom, like snap, like people are going to pop up and I'm going to freak out. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't that bad. But
no,
like,
it was more a thriller.
Like, people, like a lot of people going like, you know what? I can sit there and I can watch it like this or like.
So you put your hands
every now and then, yeah. Like it depends on the movie. If like it started, like the music's going, it's the dark.
Classic.
There, especially in the houses. I don't know why in the houses.
that
I can still see, but I don't know why. Like putting like my fingers crossed over my eyes like this is better than sitting like this. I feel like it's coming. This way I'm stuck. I don't know. It's just dumb stuff.
I love being scared. I'll sit there normally and just watch. Like I'm ready because to me it's like getting scared. It's a bolt of adrenaline. You get that.
I hate it.
That quick punch to your heart, and it's just.
I mean, like everyone's got like that's kind of just that feeling for me when you just explain that. That's the feeling that I get when I'm drunk. In a circumstance that goes south quickly. And I kind of get that feeling like I'm sobered up a little bit, but I know I'm not. And I'm like, and now we need to deal with this. That's the kind of feeling that I feel like that jolt from the scare. I'm just like, oh, something's happening, and then I need to like jump.
These two are against the clowns.
Yeah,
I'm for it as long as you're not violent.
As a kid, for me, like my grandparents used to have like this doll, and like I just was so scared of this doll, and like, I think seeing that movie Chucky as a kid, like just.
That's not a clown though.
Yeah, it's still a doll.
It's like the baby doll in like a weird, in like a non-human looking form.
Oh yeah, and then I think it's something again like going to a circus in Calgary or something like.
What happened to you?
I just don't remember. Just because like clowns walking around, like you don't know these people. I
don't know. What's underneath I don't know what's underneath the paint. I don't know.
A person, just
I don't. Really
it's that same shape of face.
I need to know who this person is.
But now that I'm older, especially now, I know what kind of person it could be. And I'm like, oh, I don't.
They could be fucking with me.
Exactly.
I don't want anyone fucking with me.
Especially when I'm young. I remember when the Toys R Us opened. I was like 5, and I was driving down the backside of Enterprise.
Yeah.
And we were in Gridlock, and there was a clown outside, like from like Toys R Us this way, and he came up to my window, and I was a very young child, didn't notice, and my mom was looking. I was like, "What?" And I look, and there's a clown at my window, and I remember just bawling. I think I was on the way to soccer practice. I'm just crying my eyes out at this clown.
I don't understand why people like clowns think are so happy and friendly.
No.
I don't understand that. Like I don't think clowns are that, but they don't scare me. They don't scare me, but I don't understand why they're used for happiness. To be honest, I get they look happy, but they come off creepy as a man or a person that paints themselves.
That's why I love American Horror Story Freak Show that season. Just because that freaking clown was like, that's what they are, people. Like. They're awful.
Give 'em a
Just
bad
stay
rep.
away.
Giving a bad rep to a poor
they're all
clown.
killers. They'll all just murder
They're
you.
not okay. If you're a circus clown out there, you're not a
sorry.
killer.
I'm sorry.
We believe in you.
I might be making a rash judgment. These clown sightings, though, man, they're scary.
Did you have something?
No, man. I just don't want to. I don't want to see a clown.
No. Can we move on from the clowns?
We'll move into something similar. I was going to talk about Halloween.
That's
and
better.
One, I was going to talk about what everyone had an idea what they're dressing up as. Cause I'm pretty sure you still have no idea.
I still have no idea.
Because I was because I haven't seen Nick in a while, I was going to ask Nick about what is your nightlife like now. Because the preference is Nick Valka is. I don't think I met anybody to date that went out at one point more than him, and he was the motherfucker, and that's probably why him and I became friends
The
because
flashbacks days.
he was the motherfucker that when I'd be like, you know what, I'm gonna easy night. All he'd be like, hey, Flash, and I'm like, I don't know. He's like, come on, the boys or anything. I'd be like, bastard. That's one thing. If you obviously probably the majority that you listen, to still probably be some friends, but Nick, you're a very charismatic person. So I blame you many nights for not getting out there to have some sleep. But
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely. I can make nights. I can also make them a little longer. They can go a little late, but those flashbacks days were good.
Yeah, well,
good
yeah.
days.
For people that don't know, that was like our go-to club. Closed now. Had like a very slow dying death. Like you could see that coming from a year out that it was not gonna be.
Once they started realizing that there were 16, 17-year-olds in the bar, that's when it was taking a turn for the worst.
Yeah, but you, like I said, at one point you were the biggest night hound. How are you now? Because I know for a while it seemed like you were taking a break.
Yeah.
Now, what are you now? Because like are you single right now?
Single right now.
Single right now?
So the thing about it is,
I haven't seen Nick out in a long time.
Me either. That's
No,
why I asked. And he was he was a person that I didn't even have to text him, and I know
You'd
he was
kinda
out.
know that
Even
you'll
if I
run
didn't
into
even if it was like there's 4 different nightclubs, I know at some point I'm gonna bump into Nick.
I
But
mean,
now not so much.
That's the nice thing about Kelowna. I mean, you can
Oh,
go
yeah.
out. It seems like I got to trek from the like the end of downtown back to Flashback, something like that. It's like it's a 10-minute walk.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you really want to hop, it's actually 2 minutes, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I've definitely slowed down. I mean, I've definitely brought back. I mean, working in a restaurant, especially a downtown restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
During the summer, it was pretty like maybe once, twice a week, just because you'd be in the kind of
You're in the mood.
atmosphere.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
in the industry.
It's going
kind of
through your
thing.
veins, and you're
It's,
like,
it's
I
loud.
could go out.
You're serving people shots, and you're like, that looks kind of nice. Like it's been a busy night. I could go for a few drinks.
Bump into
But
somebody.
then
That's
you
just what
probably
you
just
do
drank
later.
at Earl's.
Exactly. So there was a
Yeah.
lot of. I mean, it's a busy place, and drinks get messed up all the time. And drinks have to be put to the side to the end of the night in the fridge. And then, where's all the fuck ups? Bring them up. Let's chug them and hit the bar for the last 2 hours. So there was that during the summer.
That's not that bad. Yeah.
There's that exactly. There's that during the summer, but during the school year, I try and relax a little bit. And 23 years old doesn't sound old, but when 19, everyone obviously is going out at 19.
Yeah.
You're now 4 years old or 5 years older than some people. It's tough. It's
Well,
a
that's
little
why-
difficult.
That's
Yeah.
why I feel like.
When you feel and look older than everyone, you're like,
Should I really be? Should I really?
yeah, should I be doing this?
I've been going to Old Flats a lot.
Do I have to be checking IDs? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to be a bouncer in the bar when I'm talking to people.
Well, yeah, that's why it was good. I didn't even think about this because I had it as a topic at one point. We never do, but I'll ask while you're on. What do you have a cutoff age yet? And that's going for the both of you. Do you have a cutoff
getting
age yet
into
off
this.
of? You know what? Maybe I shouldn't be doing it because for me, I don't have it, but I just feel like the end is.
Are you
nigh.
going down cutoff or up cutoff or both?
Like,
Are we thinking window?
what are you talking about?
So if I'm 23, how young or how old?
No, this is
That
how
makes
Nick
sense.
Valka's mind.
I think
works.
I'm
I
just
meant
gonna
for how much longer are you?
Oh,
going?
until I go out. Oh, I took that right into it.
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
Yeah, no.
Because for me, I don't have an age yet, but I just feel like I'm 23 now. I'm probably in the 25 range of and it's different
That's
for me
what I would say.
because I got a long-term girlfriend, so it's like half the reason for going out's gone. Because like most time you went out as a single guy, you're like, I'm gonna meet somebody or hang out
Okay,
with
you have
the
to
boys.
preface it with what are you defining as going out? Are you saying I'm going to the club?
Club.
I'm drinking to an excessive
Blackout.
limit, and I'm looking
Not
for
every time,
someone,
but, like-
or am I going to the bar with my boys, drinking 5,
Not the
6
bar of
beers,
boys, because you
and
could
walking
do that
home?
more often. It's the clubbing for sure.
Okay, the clubbing.
Yeah, because
is
the bar we could do
clubbing
it to
and
50.
clubbing. Even by next year, I'll still be like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's like I'll have to be at a real different level with a big group of people.
I think for me, like same thing. If I'm going to a club, it's gonna be with a big group of people.
I need a
I can't
squad.
just like, oh hey, me and my buddy, we're gonna go to Sapphire tonight. It's like
No.
no, we're gonna go somewhere where there's like live music. Or
and I don't know. I just have like different. I just say stuff. So like at level, maybe my group has to be minimum 4. Sapphire has to be minimum like 8.
Yeah.
I need a squad in there. Like I don't
Do you
know.
like Sapphire?
If you have the right people, you need the right people because
Me and him have been debating this for weeks because I hate Sapphire.
You
I
don't
just don't like the layout.
I hated Sapphire for the longest
people
time
that go
as
there.
well,
I'm
too.
sorry if you're from Kelowna,
But lately,
you're
it's
weird.
I
turning
hated
around.
Sapphire. It's turning around.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you have the right squad and
Yeah.
you're like that's it.
Every
You're
time
not,
I went
like,
in there was weird. It was the clown people.
Yeah, it
That was
was
at the-
weird. But
that's when we
they're-
went.
Yeah, I know, and I'm like, I'm never coming
They've
back.
changed into a younger place though. They got the 2 floors going, which is nice.
They got like a
There's
separate
always something.
bar area.
There's always something, and I always thought that up
They
top
changed
was
younger
VIP.
now that we're-
I always
but
thought
it's
it-
not.
What?
You
I
can
thought it
just
was
walk.
VIP.
You can just walk up there.
Oh.
There's always a big ass dude just standing by the door, and I'm just an average looking guy. Like I'm not a hot girl. I'm not coming up into this because
Yeah.
he's just gonna hold his arm. I'm like, who do you
Yeah.
think you are? But I tried it one time, and he didn't look at me, and I walked right up. And I found out once I was up there, like, oh, this isn't VIP. You can just hang out.
Oh. Well, that kind of changes the
Yeah,
thing.
it looks very VIP
Yeah.
and like glass and.
Oh, for sure
It's
does.
not.
I'll go there maybe one more time before my
You have to give it
career's
another
over,
shot.
because
You gotta give it another
but
shot.
like for me it's like the reason I'm not really giving it a shot is because like I don't have much time left on the belt, you know, like there's not like you don't
The
want
belt.
to be like
we're running out of the
the notches,
out of the notches
yeah.
on the belt. We're
Yeah.
getting a little fatter.
Yeah, like I feel like once you hit what is it, legal age for us here is 19,
19,
right?
19.
Once you hit 19, you know, like you got I think
So
19
many
to
new
22
experiences,
are those
so many.
prime like
Oh,
go out do
20, 21 is the 21. I think is the best age.
Yeah.
In Canada to go out.
because you're in
You are
your
in the
experience.
middle.
The
You're in the
19's
middle.
not
Yeah.
to me because
No.
like it's not like I didn't like going out, but I didn't have the same fun when I first went out at 19. Because
No.
I guess because it's all new to you,
Yeah.
you don't know what you're doing, like you
And
don't
you
know
don't
the
have
best
that. You don't have
spots.
that confidence really.
No,
I, like,
not at all. I didn't dance for the first like 6 months. Literally, I did not go on the dance floor. I was like, no, I'm good.
And I mean, like, I'm a babyface guy. I got my first fake ID at 18, and I looked a lot younger than 18 at that point.
Yeah.
And I don't know how it worked. I was 21, but I remember going there with my buddy Charlie, and we were just like, why do we even? What's the point? Like,
Yeah.
everyone's way older, everyone's bigger than us. We look out of place and we feel out of place.
Yeah.
And then even at 19, I still was like, I don't know if I should be here yet. Like legally, I can.
Yeah.
It's totally fun, but I felt weird.
But yeah, 21's a pretty good
21's
age.
the great
'Cause
age.
you're
To
so
me, it
ex-
was that all year that we all started working at Best Buy. To me, that was like the start of that year. Because for me,
Oh, we
I was-
went out so much to that
I went
year.
a lot.
oh yeah, that was literally like the
But
Thursday,
I would-
Friday, Saturday.
I would do a lot of things to have one more great flash night. One. Just one.
You know how long I've been
one
chasing it?
One with everyone that was there at like a peak. So like I'm talking your group, I'm talking all my guys,
Yeah.
all the girls. I'm talking like younger guys, like Cole Chaskas and like people like that.
Oh,
Just that
yeah.
we knew through school that you weren't friends with, but you'd see them be like, "Sup, man? Another week, another week." Like,
Well, that's why usually every birthday I always post that picture of like when we had like 20 of us at Flashback.
oh, that one
Yeah.
big.
That was the
picture.
night where we had like
Yeah.
people that worked at Best Buy. Like Jason was there. We had
Yeah.
your group. We had my group. There was people from Rutland, people from your school. Like it was just like
Who was that one? Now I want to pull up this photo because there was that one girl that one night.
you always ask this. It was
I've
Constantine's
always-
friend.
Constantine's friend. She was vibing. She was vibing.
We
Let
didn't
me
know
tell
what
you.
was happening there, but it's like, yeah, that to me was like there. When you had the whole crew or most of the crew at Flash, there was, and that's why Flash was my favorite because that was the most fun I actually ever had at a club. Still, like I
yeah.
love B&A a lot, and I can't say I love, but like when there's a good night,
B&A has its nights.
it does. But like I never at B&A or Level or anywhere else have never. All those best nights have never been as good as that. Like a best night at Flash. Like,
No, and
there was something
thing
about that
flashbacks
place.
is that you could like you had so many opportunities. Like you could you could play pool, you could be dancing, you'd be at the bar.
Room to move
It
around.
wasn't too loud to talk.
Oh
like,
my
you
God.
had-
That's what I hate
you
about
could go out,
Level.
have a smoke, and just like or not, and just go out and catch some fresh air and just chill outside.
And walk
it
right
was
back
such
in.
a big place.
Yeah.
For
massive.
being a place that wound up to just be one floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like. It was
And then
great.
what? Like, do you think it's legitimately? And this is like an insider thing. So sorry for people that aren't in Kelowna. But like,
We're talking a lot of Kelowna stuff.
do you think? And you can know us personally. Do you think? When was the downfall of it? Because I just remember at some point it just felt like every week it was getting less and less busy, less and less busy. But if you had to put your finger on one thing,
I
was
felt
it
like-
just the changing of the guard
No.
or age?
The finger on one thing is that it wasn't the change of age. It was the fact that they actually started getting tickets for underage drinking.
Right? Yeah, I guess I can't
So
forget.
that's what it was.
And they
So
kept
for a
shutting
long
down
time,
foods.
this old building, Flashbacks, it was the easiest to break into. Like you
Right.
could just you'd crack
right.
open a door, run up some stairs, listen, bang the door open, run to the dance floor. You're gone.
They're on that
And
shit
you're
near
in
the
there.
end too.
Like I would be doing that. Like when I was turning 19 and I had friends that are 18, I'd boot the door before them and let them all run in.
Yeah.
Like I admit it. It was like it's
what you do.
whatever. But you do. You want to have a good time, and they knew. When you go there from 18 to 22, I started to know people that worked there and that got in with some people. It was frowned upon, but they knew they were the best place in town. They were making so much money. They were run by the Hells Angels. They didn't care as long as the money was coming in.
Yeah.
So
and we didn't, like we said before, that was the ultimate. You never had to correlate, hey, where are you going tonight? Just like, I'll see it flash. Yeah, I'll see it flash. And you knew at some point you're going to bump into
it was kind of like the best place of...
it was a meeting spot.
And people always give me shit.
Saturday night. It was the same night every weekend. It was like you've had a long Monday to Friday, Saturday night. So that's why I still enjoy drinking Saturday nights more than Friday almost. Because it's just like have my full 5 days, Friday night chill out. All right, Saturday wake up. Usually not much to do, the work during the day and then drink. Yeah. And it was always a good time. The changing the guard is when the place sold. So before it was run by HA. I'm sure it still was.
The Cadillac Lounge.
But things started moving, and I think certain payments weren't being made. So the cops were coming in a little bit more frequently. And the tickets started coming, and they would shut down for a week. Sorry guys, like week off. Post on Facebook. Everyone's like, damn it, like whatever, 1 week, it's fine. Go the next week, still good. Then the week after, closed for 2 weeks.
I forgot. I remember
so the 2 weeks was a big deal because everyone's like, now it's 2 weeks off. Like I think it was like just like September, start of the university year.
Yeah,
like,
people are ready to go.
This is the biggest time, other than the summer. Is September, start of school.
Yeah,
new people flush with product, and it's a good time. So they shut down for 2 weeks. Sapphire and Level come out of the woodwork and say,
Level came up big
because I remember Level was slow.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Oh, we could do Thursday."
Oh yeah,
we could just start doing that for the 2 weeks. And everyone's like, "Oh, we got nothing else to do." Sure.
It's like, oh, $2 beers,
$2 beers, $2 highballs. You're getting full. You're going in with $20 sober. You're leaving blackout.
Yeah,
it was a slow takeover, but once it took over,
it
has that spot. For people with a preference, a nightclub called Level, it has Thursdays on lock. Like that is their NFL Sunday.
College nights.
Yeah, college nights. Like that's where you go.
Especially in Kelowna for school, it's very easy to pick your schedule and have Friday. Everyone usually tries to. Mondays is nice, but Fridays off is just great.
Yeah.
So you have your week Monday, Thursday, grind. Level Thursdays. Highballs are now $3.50, which is still a deal.
I didn't like Level when I first started going out. It was definitely the crowd that was there too. You just always felt for me out of place.
A physical crowd.
Yeah, physical. That's the
one
that's
place.
Pretty nice.
I've seen more fights / thrown more punches in Level than anywhere else.
Well, and just even dancing too. It was always you'd be dancing and just like elbow to shoulder. People were just like they'd shove and push. There was no like that was the thing with like Flash. That's why like friends like Steve and Wong always bug me when I wanted to go there because like. The best time, just always felt like there was a courtey and understanding.
You're here to have fun.
Yeah, there's not many people that. There's always every once in a while there's a cokehead that ruined the vibe.
There was that. The best part about Flashback's dance floor was the 2 strip poles.
Oh,
they definitely weren't. They were like it's an old building. They were there for the foundation. They were
they
were pretty thick poles, like holding up the ceiling.
They're there for maintenance.
They were there, and they just happened to build a dance floor around it. And that was always a place of action.
Oh yeah.
And people. It started as just like the girls were dancing, and that was it.
Was that like the rugby boys?
Then it became
the rugby boys.
Then it became the big rugby boys who we graduated with. I still hate them to this day. You hear this, I hate you. And they
you hear old Western music when we walk in with Nick and you see the rugby boys like, oh fuck the rugby with this.
And they would be grabbing on the pole and just sprinting around like assholes, laughing, haha, and just smashing into people.
And there was never any girls with them too.
No. And they'd hit the girls that would get somewhat close, and the girls would be like, what the fuck? And they'd back off. So it's like you've now killed a zone on this place.
Oh, yeah.
There's no women. You guys are jerking each other off on this fucking strip pole. What are you doing? And so then we'd start hitting them back because we're now a couple 151 shots deep, too drunk.
Yeah.
So we're like, screw this. Like, hit them back, and tensions arose.
Yeah. Because you're right too. When there's something about when you got a good dance floor, all it takes is that rugby guy or the guy that's too coked out. Like one person can ruin it, but most time Flash had I'd say if it was open for 4 hours. Like 2.5 to 3 hours had the good vibe. It was fun. It always had
even the music too. Like
the music was
bangers.
so great.
Always bangers.
And they play the full song as well too.
Exactly.
Nowadays it was 20 seconds of a song, then skip over. So right when you'd get into one, it was like, nope, you're done. Nope, you're done. And then they play the song long.
That was when DJ B-Mac was on the track. Yeah. And then we got DJ Invisible. Here's the thought, a black guy, and it just got great.
Yeah.
It was great.
And the songs that they played when
people were walking off, for some reason they would play that one for like the full minute because it's like, oh, this DJ must love the song, or it's a fucking request. But you could tell, like, that was the thing of the people that came after him, that people would stop dancing and he'd continue to play that, where other DJs be like, oh, I'm going to switch it over. The vibe's going away.
The vibe's dying. Okay. Pick it up.
Yeah, but they never. It was just, I can't remember one time we were at Flash. It was, I don't know if it was Halloween. It was one of the last nights where it was like, not the when we went in the lounge, because that night was funny. We'll tell that story in a second. But it was one of the last few nights of Flash where it was all right. It was like, I'd say like a 50% full, so you knew it was not a great night, but it was more full than usual.
Yeah.
And it was going good, and then he had like this 10-minute thing of just playing like Pitbull-like music, and it's like, it's great if you like that, but the crowd there was not liking it.
Feeling it.
But it just was 10 minutes of salsa, Spanish music, and it's like, if they were bumping, I was the only one not getting it, I'd be like, okay, fine, the people are loving, but like, there was the 4 girls in the corner liking it. No, none of us were, and it just like, it just became so sad.
That's the
I want to do a fake mod documentary about like the rise and fall.
The rise and fall. I would invest in that. That would be. I got some stories.
If we
Could
ever
you imagine how that would be? Just kind of film the inside of an old decrepit flashback, and then cut to a guy on the couch telling his story like, "Oh, this was the place, man."
Laying on the carpet.
Let me tell you, back in my day, I'd be seeing one guy take his shot, puke on the bar, put it down, then throw his chew in, spit that on the ground.
There's so many stories that had like the movie element of like, some people won't like it, I get it, but like the tit wall. That is something pulled directly out of a movie.
It's
like,
just
it's a tradition. You get your picture by it. Like, it had all these little tropes.
And everyone
where it's
knew, like,
there's always the drug guy in that stall in the men's washroom. You knew that stall in the back. You don't use it because
it's puked in. There's always one that's been puked in.
Or the guy always comes out with his pants and like, hey, what's up? And you're like,
I don't need this tonight. I'm having a great night, pal. I don't need to interact with your drug ass.
But you knew to expect it, and you knew once you left the bathroom, it was good because he was staying in the bathroom for some reason.
I like how the bathrooms were so close to everything. Like, if you're on one side,
you'd be flowing, and there's like one on one and one on the other.
Yeah.
And they had 3 separate bars, the one in the middle, the one by the pool table, the one by the dance floor.
That one by the pool table. No, okay, there was the one by the pool table, but then there was that solo kind of one by that, where we had that photo with the little, like, weird table.
Yeah, that's
those tables were underused, by the way. Those tables had a good location. That was just sitting
there,
empty mafia style, like, have your squad and be like, what's up, like, bring them by. But that was the worst part. That one you avoid. You avoid that one.
But yeah, no, if we ever get local famous, I'd love to do that. Because, like, and I have stuff, like, it goes back even for me. Like, my mom, when she was young, like, was a waitress there. And I think I may have sent you that one time. The employees at one time got these, like, leather flashback.
You did send me that. Yeah, that was sick.
They're so sick.
I would pay for that.
Yeah, I know. It's like, there was such, like, that's the thing I think that none of the, even the B&A, which I like quite a bit, it doesn't have the history. And that's what Flash had always felt like.
True.
It still felt cool and hip, but it felt like it had lived in history. And it felt like you were carrying on. Now when it's closed, I just look, anytime I go to B&A, I look at Flash, and a little part of me is just like, it is sad. Because
and
it's
Michelle, the sign that says like last Flash weekend or something.
Yeah,
do they still?
That'll never change. Yeah. That's just there. I don't think they should put anything in there because what are they gonna do? It's
someone's gonna buy it eventually.
It's a weird shit. They'll have to tear it down, which will be absolutely depressing.
So
we gotta go. No matter what age you are, we gotta meet at that day when they tear it down.
The last time we went to Flash is when they did their renovations.
Yeah.
And what the fuck is the lounge called?
The Canary?
Canary
But we call it the Canary.
We call it the Canary.
Before you tell your story,
straight up though, it had a cool place. But
it had a potential. But to set up before you go to your story, so it was dead. It was dead. So they had to think of something to.
We literally went in there, took a photo of how dead it was at 11 o'clock.
At one point, one time we went there, it was just you and me. There's no one else.
And this is a place that you, like, if you tried to get in after 10:30.
Yeah, you had to,
especially on a big like the holiday weekend, center of gravity. Yeah. You're not in unless you're paying $40. For like Canada Day, exactly. You're screwed.
Yeah. But anyway, so what happened? They did renos and they wanted to get people going, get people what. So they had the main club, and what we were describing earlier, there was like a pool area that had another bathroom, had another bar. So what they did is they cut that off and they made this thing called the Canary Lounge, aka the Canary Lounge, and it was completely different. It was like LED like lights on the ground, the floor. They had these nice couches and everything like this. And now
we hear about this.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, you know what? Like, let's give it a shot. Like, I think I might have had a friend who said, "Oh, we're at Flash."
Yeah, and we're like, "What?" And this is like a month after the renovation,
and everyone knows that this spot's done. Like,
so you're like, "Why are you there?
Why are you there? I don't understand." So we go in. We walk up the stairs, walk right in. No lineup. That's not a good sign.
No,
like,
never. Any club, that's a bad
sign. We go to the main bar upstairs. We're like, okay, like, still dead. There's maybe like, I don't know, 5-6 people out in the big main area. like, what the heck is this? And then I see another friend who just randomly was there, Jenny Hoslin.
Oh, no way.
And she was just like...
Shout out Jenny Hoslin.
Yeah, she was like so drunk. And we're like, where the hell is everyone? She's like, oh, we're in the lounge. We're like, what do you mean you're in the lounge? She's like, oh, it's just down the hallway. And we're like, oh, like...
So there's these doors. Are we supposed to open these? Or like, first time there?
Where the old pool tables used to be. That's where So we walk, and there's like these random doors. It doesn't even look like...
It literally is just built in the middle of a room.
Oh, yeah. It's still like a renovation.
The worst renovation you can imagine.
So we don't hear anything. We just hear the music outside. We open the door, and all of a sudden it's like complete like LED lights,
white
and, like,
couches. This whole like futuristic modern thing.
Look completely different from the Flash part.
Right. Yeah. And it's packed.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Oh like, yeah, it was like walking into. It was literally walking in from like last year Flash to like the Flash that we were talking about, like age 21 Flash. It was like what's going on. The dance floor was packed. People were drinking. It was loud.
They
it was
had like a stage set up, and people were just like.
It was the Twilight Zone. It was so weird. Wow. And then remember we were like, oh man, maybe it's picking up. And then we went back like 3 weeks later because we were excited. We're like, oh, there's a new play. Yeah. Like it's Flash. And then we went there. Done. Like 20 people
so that was our opening weekend. Obviously, everyone's going to give it.
It was opening month. Even then, we were like, maybe it's picking up. And then no, it just didn't.
See, so you know what's funny about this flashback? So when they made their change, I worked with this girl Jessica, who's a bartender for us, and she was their head bartender when they made the change. So she watched flashbacks go to shit. So she was part of this whole cabin.
You gotta get her for the documentary.
And she she knows a lot. Trust me, I've heard stories.
In 10 years, this is happening.
It's great. She's hilarious. But this, like, she watched this place go, and she's like, we're just doing gimmicks. They had to spin the shot wall, like $3 shot. You can get a great shot. That's $6.
But even were they doing like ping pong night or
they were doing beer pong night?
But the thing they were trying to do is like same thing as college nights on Thursday nights.
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
No, you had your night, which is Saturday night,
and you can't steal it. Like that's the point. Saturday night, legendary Flash Saturdays, no drink specials. Did you ever notice that? Every place has a drink special.
Even Saturday.
They had nothing because they didn't need it.
Well, and Saturdays, they didn't even have drink specials. And we went in, it's like, oh, can I grab a drink? Like, do you have anything on special? Like, no, everything's regular price. Like, well,
you guys are dying in front of us.
Probably try something out.
Yeah.
Like, it...
Well, yeah, you brought up a good point about the Thursday. That bugged me so much when they were trying to be the it thing on Thursday. And it's like, you can't take over what Level had done. And it was the territory was clearly when Flash was bumping. Level was Thursdays, Roses was Fridays, and Flash was Saturdays. And Sapphire was if we can't get in, we go to Sapphire.
No, Sapphire's was if you have a 8-ball of Coke and you want to get fucked up, you head to Sapphire any night you want.
Exactly,
and you're good to go.
But then like they did. I don't understand why, like you said, they were trying to plan all this events and all these specials and everything on Thursday, and Level still has not been touched. You still go there and Level.
They
Thursday,
have the monopoly on that whole area. Like, Thursdays are theirs,
and they'll be fine for a while.
But only Thursday. You go there on a Friday night or Saturday.
It's the worst place you've ever been to. Yeah. That's why I love when I'm like working or serving people, and I'm like, oh, what do you got going on after this? Going to Level. It's Friday, and they're like, yeah, we're out of town. Is that the place to go? Let me learn you a thing or two. Like this is not where you need to go. Yeah, you gotta tell them off. But
so I was gonna say before we went on a tangent, how often do you go on now? You say?
Oh, we're circling back around.
Yeah, we.
I forgot that was how we started.
Out of a month, like just a general.
Out of a month, let's say.
For me, I'm like 1 in every.
I'm gonna do an over and under kind of like 2.5.
Yeah,
2.5. It can be 2. It can be 3.
And is that a bar?
That would be
club or just one or the other?
I mean, okay, well, if you're counting bar, I work at one 4 times a week.
Not counting that. Not, like, you have to, you're home, you've showered, you ate,
okay,
you have to
so I'm like dressing nice. I brought home a 6-packer of Mickey.
Yeah, like you're choosing. It's not the whole, like, oh, I'm out
okay, yeah, no, 2.5. 2 or 3, that would be B&A, Roses, Sapphire, Level.
B&A is great.
So that would be that many times. Yeah. In the summer, it was at least once a week.
I feel like you shouldn't count summer.
Okay, if I'm going to count summer in, then it's probably...
You shouldn't count summer.
Shouldn't?
Yeah. Because summer's like...
Summer's everybody kind of goes. Summer's it was a blackout a week. Summer. It was bad.
Wow.
That's what happens when you work downtown, though.
That's fair.
And you're working with beautiful women. That's what happens. But if take that out, maybe I'll go 2. I'll go a bit.
I thought you told me to take out what you said. I'm like, you just call them beautiful women. Why do I need
to take that out? I don't want to talk about beautiful women on this podcast.
Then I can't give them any credit.
Can't give them any credit. Can't let the egos. Yeah. No.
What about you, Kyle? What's your record been like the past few months?
Lately, I've been going out actually quite a bit, like every week.
I guess you have, because you're like, I gotta stop.
What are you doing though? Like, where are you? Sapphire? Or you dancing? Or you like?
No. It's like O'Flan's like every single time.
See, O'Flan's a good time though.
Yeah.
Well, Flan's a good time.
And it's just like live music, a couple beers, and then...
You have no expectations.
Oh, no.
You're just sitting down, you know what you're getting.
If, say, clubbing, I've maybe once, twice.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to O'Flan's, having a couple beers. Well, more than a couple beers.
Think about I love O'Flan's.
Yeah.
They went from a 10 to a 9 when they got rid of the gallons. So you get a pitcher of beer, right? It's maybe 4 or 5 glasses of beer.
Mm-hmm.
You go in there 2 years ago and you get a gallon of beer.
I forgot about that.
This gallon would show up and it would be 3 pitchers in a massive pitcher. Like, it's one big thing. And you'd like carry it back, but you can't pour it. You have to dip your glass in.
I forgot about that.
For like the first 4 or 5.
Oh, yeah.
And then you could start pouring because it's just too damn full.
Yeah.
And you'd get these things, and I can't remember exactly if Dylan was here or some of my buddy, they'd bring the amount of cash to get 2 gallons. It was like $39.50. Like on the nose every time of kokanee gallon.
Yeah.
And you'd sit there with 5 people and you'd crush it. And you'd go from 0 to 100.
Yeah.
Like,
I forgot about
that's
the
what I miss about that place.
Yeah.
But obviously that is same level as the $2 highballs level. Illegal. Like, you cannot sell that level of alcohol for that cheap in that big a size.
No.
It's just dumb.
Yeah. But yeah, otherwise I just go to O'Flan's and then maybe Roses once. Oh.
That another place.
You have a hate on for Roses most.
You
of
need
the
a
time.
squad of Roses. It's either really fun or it's god awful.
Yeah.
It could be god awful
Yeah.
a lot of the time.
Yeah.
See, I hate to say it, I don't go Flans because I don't like loud music when I go out, or I don't like live music. To be honest, it's never been my thing. I feel like I can't
They
talk
kind
to
of
people.
have a cool gimmick though. They got that, like, the guy with the one arm doing the drums.
Oh, yeah.
and the wheels. They play good stuff too, like good covers and I like
Different cover bands. I think for me is that I'm kind of getting away of all of this dance music because it's just so repetitive and boring, and that the live music is just a nice change up.
And that's what I was going to bring around.
Maybe it's because I'm getting older that I'm kind of tired of going to all the clubs.
That's what I was going to bring around. Yeah. What is your expiration date for clubbing, do you feel?
We said it. I think it's going to be the next 2 years max.
I feel like this Halloween's
That's
my
a
last.
You think?
I think it might be.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I'll write this down right now, and I will put up a photo for these people and show you in a bar in 5 months.
I won't give you
no,
or a club. I'll show you. I'll find a photo of you.
Because if you have a good squad going out, like, and you're like, okay, we're all
at that point, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter where you go.
It doesn't really happen that with my group of friends, and even just like the nights that I want to go out, because like I was talking about before, when it's like. With Nick, you'd be out all the time somebody where it's like nights I choose to go out. It's like majority of people I'd be like, oh yeah, no, I'm not going out this week. I'm not going out. So it's like,
yeah, you gotta pick.
I always forget about the strippers.
I hate that place.
Oh really?
I
like
good,
going.
Hey, empowering, all that. You do whatever you want. I don't enjoy it. I find it gross. I can't do it. Like I've it's one thing. Obviously, Kelowna, smaller place. Like I've been to Calgary strip clubs, been to Vancouver strip clubs, been to Portland strip clubs. They're great looking women. I don't care for it. I don't know. I find it just like...
I don't go there for the girls. I go there because with the guys, it was always a good sit-down place.
Yeah.
And like it was just like not loud music.
This is the only place I got hit on by girls where they buy me drinks.
True. Wow. True. They do that there. But
girls
that's because they want...
Girls at strip clubs are a lot
They want you to
different.
throw down the... Girls at strip clubs are a whole nother beast. They're a whole nother beast. You'll see them at the bar and they'll be crying or something's happened and they're worried. They are having the most fun at the zoo or any strip club.
Oh, yeah.
They are loving it.
Yeah.
When I go to the zoo, I like sitting up top. Where there's no dancing and you're just chilling.
That's
but then it's like I could just do that in my living room with the same people.
Yeah.
For cheaper beers and
zoo
I'm at home and I can eat my food.
Zoo's expensive again now. What is it, like $10-$15 now?
To get in?
Isn't it? It's at least
so
at least 10.
They want me to go in there, throw down 10
It's either
bones.
5 or 10 depending on the night.
I thought it was 10 for guys for sure.
Sometimes they do that.
Well, yeah, because we're dudes. But
yeah.
So you're telling me they want me to throw down 10 bones, then buy maybe 2-3 drinks, so $20, and maybe get a dance, which I've never done, but $40-$50. That's a $90 night. I can't do that.
No. That's the other reason.
I'm a struggling student.
That's the other clubbing thing of like why there's expiration date. It's just like when I break down like what I want to spend my
See, you don't drink. What are you spending money on?
I don't actually know.
See, I worry about spending money. That's
I guess I'm more thinking about because at the time when I was clubbing a lot with you guys was Nino right after.
that was my thing. Anytime I was out, now I don't. But right, it was like, oh, Flash is closed. Nino's open for another 2 hours.
Oh.
Go there.
That would happen.
Casino.
See, I don't. Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Yeah,
don't just say Nino.
Oh,
I thought you were going to Nino's. I don't know what. I didn't really catch that.
Yeah, this great club
what I
Nino's.
love
It's in
doing
Rutland.
is like going to a bar for an hour and a half, going to Denenzi's, then going home.
Fucking love that.
Yeah, that's the thing with
Big
food.
night. See, that's what I did
That's a big night.
last Thanksgiving weekend, Canadian Thanksgiving. Had a bunch of buddies home for seeing their family and stuff, so we got together on Saturday night. Drank here from 6 p.m. to 12:30.
Yeah.
Decided, let's go get a picture of Real Flans for old times.
Yeah.
Went there, sat there for an hour, had 2 pictures, Denunzi's, cabbed home, chilled and played video games. That's the night.
That is the
That's
perfect
the
night
dream
now.
night.
This is my problem is I
You
feel
throw some women in there too, dream night.
this is my problem with how I feel is that in the summer one of those will happen and then to me I'm like I'm on a high and then it'll be like 2 weeks from now I'm like, oh man, we gotta go out, we gotta do this again. And then you do that time like, oh no, it's good. Then you do it another time, no, it's good. You do it another time, and that's probably why maybe it's not this Halloween, but I feel like it's coming soon for me because it's like for me, the handful of nights that are really great, and I feel like, man, I'm glad I left my
Oh, well,
house.
they're dwindling.
They are, and that's why I feel like there's so many times when you have that night, that is the worst. Whether
But
it's
that's
clubbing
just
a bar,
It sucks because you feel like you wasted your night. I could have been home sleeping.
Those nights are few and far between because we're getting older. People that like we grew up clubbing with and like did our thing are like slowly people are leaking out, moving, doing their thing. So it's this influx of people that are younger and a completely different style of people, even though it's 3-4 years younger, and they don't do the same type of things. They don't party the same way. It sounds weird, but like they don't dance. They don't do the same kind of style that we had.
Dancing was huge.
And we used to take over that level stage.
Man.
Do you remember those guys? Do you remember these guys?
Yeah.
The clapping guys.
Forgot about
You remember
that.
those guys? And we just walked up to like, yeah, you guys are done.
Yeah.
Gave them the shove down. They stared at us like, what? You're done. Like you're
Even
on.
with Flash, I feel like we take over one corner or whatnot.
Yeah.
You know, like it was.
Well, when you have 20 people, it's
It was
Yeah.
great.
You
But
kind of just elbow your way in and you sit there.
But that's why for me, like my motivation, I went out only a few times this summer, just because it's like, because I always think about, like, yeah, I'd love to go, but then I think about like, oh yeah, that shit night. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna stick home and I'm gonna have a bath and I'm gonna.
I'd love to say I had a lot of great nights this summer. I'm sure I did. Do I remember all of them? No.
and I guess that's always the difference for me too.
I got one story for you guys, and I'm sure you're gonna love.
Okay.
So biking downtown.
This is how
Was
we
this
get.
recently when
This is how we can end it.
This isn't that recent. You haven't.
the last time I seen you was when you were drunk downtown at Denenzi's.
Was I on a bike?
Yeah.
Oh, it might have been that night then.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had a bike
It's like a
squad.
weird
Was
small
Charlie there and the
Yeah.
boys? Yeah. Okay, so we bike squad. We were like, let's just get lit at the house and then hop on the bikes. Still dangerous, but like better than me.
Pretty sure it's
Doing
still
anything else.
illegal.
Yeah,
whatever.
but at least I'm on a bike. I had a helmet and like whatever.
I
They might have been in the basket, but we biked down, hit the bars. Definitely got a little more drunk. Got some pizza. And at this point, I don't fully remember everything.
Yeah.
I then wake up to pitch black and like a scratch, like that, an itch on the side of my face. I'm like, what's going on? Like, kind of like go and touch my face, and I realize I'm in a bush.
Oh.
I wake up in a bush, and I'm like scratching my face. I'm like, what the hell? And I go to stand up, and I'm on my bike. My hands are on the handlebars. My feet are on the pedals, and I'm in a bush. So picture me on a bike, upright, still, and you're holding me, and then you just push me into a bush. That's how I woke up. So clearly, I was biking home, slowed it down, and fell to my right into a bush. So this is how I woke up on the bike. Stand myself up, like, oh my god, definitely still drunk. Look at my watch. It's 6 a.m. The bar's closed at 2 a.m. So the latest I'm usually out is like 3:30, maybe. And that's like spending a lot of time getting food, waiting a while.
Yeah.
It's 6 a.m. I look around. I have no idea where I am. It's pitch black. Roll forward a street. I'm on Wilson Avenue.
Oh God.
Right over there. And I'm like, oh, I'm 2 blocks from home.
Oh, that's
All right. I went home, slept, woke up at 9, went to open the restaurant. And then I think I might have done it all again the next night.
Jesus.
That was just one of many this summer.
Yeah. See,
Wow.
you still got a few years in you. I don't.
But I feel like those days.
Those days are done.
But like you don't do it often. It's not like every weekend where
No.
we used to like get blackouts. Like,
No.
Maybe once a month, maybe twice a month, and that's about it.
True.
Like flashbacks, I think back, we used to do 302s. It would be a 151 shot, Jaeger bomb style into another 151 shot with a little bit of Coke. Not cocaine, Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I was gonna
Coca-Cola. I'm not an animal. I'm very. I love to drink. I do not do any drugs like that. But yeah, and I could not picture myself. I think if I smelt that, I would puke. There's no way. 19-year-old Nick was an animal. 23-year-old Nick's a 40-year-old guy in a 23-year-old's body. I can't keep up with that.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see.
We got some time.
We'll have you on next summer and get an update.
So, guys, nothing changed.
Yeah, I woke up on my bike again, but
yeah.
Was there anything you guys wanted to say before we take this to a close?
No, that was fun. It's always a pleasure talking with you lads.
Yeah, we've been all over here. Yeah, I haven't seen. When was that something we saw? I can't remember.
A while back. I'm trying to think. You came into the restaurant.
Was it your
birthday? One night I
birthday?
wasn't working.
Oh, it was you're going away thing. That's the last time we came.
That moving out party. At the old house before I moved to this house.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would have been, what,
That was a lit night.
3 months ago?
How'd that night go for you? Because how do you know? You're there for an hour, and then the person you brought, you had to like babysit. So you're like, I gotta go.
I was such a dick to her. I yelled at her as she was puking in the bathroom. Like, I don't know, you get out. I don't care. I don't care.
He's talking about someone else, and I thought he was talking.
Yeah, I was talking about the girl that you like. I was not talking about the girl that you brought, but that's what you thought.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, she needs to go. And you're like, what? It's like, I remember you like, I was drunk, but I clearly remember you being like, dude, why? And I was like, do you not see this? Like, and you're like, no, she's totally fine. We're talking about two different people completely. And it's like, we're both right on the stance that we have. And I'm like, dude, shut up. You're starting to bother me. Get her out of here. Okay. And then I remember seeing you talk to her. I'm like, what are you doing? Go talk to her. I am. That's not her. It's the one that's puking in the bathroom. She's sitting there calmly having a good time. I don't care about her.
Because I remember you had that pep talk with him, and then he came out, and then myself and Emily were there, and he's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, Nick wants me to get her to stop puking, but I don't know how to do that. Like, and Kyle was like pretty tipsy actually. Like, when you sober up by the time we got here.
Don't say the word tipsy for a man. He's half cut.
I don't know.
He's getting there.
I was pretty drunk.
Yeah, don't say tipsy.
I was out with Seabrook's cousin, the Sherbins.
Oh yeah, that's right, Jess Sherbin.
So like he's coming out, he's just like, I don't know what to do. Like she's gonna vomit, and I don't know how to stop her. Like yeah, he was so worried. He was ranting on. I was just sitting here watching. Like this is great. Like no idea what was gonna happen. And then you left, and then we kind of bounced too because at one point we were.
It ended up a good night. There were some inner group squabbles, some couple fights.
When is there not with your friends? There always is at one point in the night where I feel like it takes a little nosedive and then comes right back
It's
up.
just it's the personalities mixing when we're drunk. When we're sober, it's all good. We have the same mindsets. We're sporty guys and like to have fun. But when we drink, then it's
the sporty guys with the cocky attitudes coming
out.
Cocky,
like I said before. I mean, you got a bunch of guys that are 6 feet and over and yelling at each other. Something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't have any issues. I was sitting inside and I heard some yelling outside, and then one person on top of another, and that was that.
They solved themselves. So.
Exactly. I mean, we can get into that off mic, but probably for the best. I don't want to be throwing the boys under the bus, but
people know.
You've
been in those situations.
I always have fun nights.
Yeah.
I make them. It can be fun.
Yeah, that's good.
But
I didn't even ask. Have you planned what you're being for Halloween?
Not at all. See, that's the thing with me for Halloween.
Travis always plans a month and a half.
This year I didn't. You can.
Man, you're like the girls I live with. They've been talking about it since September 1st we moved in. What are you doing for Halloween?
Been doing it,
it's because I'm so busy. This year, last week.
You do it up though. You go like full makeup. You do the whole shtick.
Oh yeah, this year I'm being New 52 Joker, not Suicide Squad Joker.
Oh, you don't want to be silver grills, some tattooed badass or whatever the fuck it says on his face.
Damaged.
Damaged. That's yes, damaged. Like,
no, this year because it's a weird haircut. I'm keeping.
Oh, it has to do with the hair, of course.
No, the hair is gonna be fine, but I bick all the stuff that saved the.
You're gonna go down to the nub.
Big time, yeah, because that's what the character looks like. No, when I go Halloween, I go all out. It is this little boy in me that like if I'm dressing up. I said
that can be misconstrued, but obviously people should know what you're saying.
It is the childlike quality in me that I need dress out. I know last week I was just like, because
it's nice to get out of your body.
Yeah, because that's why I brought it up, because I was like, I don't know if I'm going out this year, to be honest. But then I'm like, you know what, it's Halloween, I'm young enough, I gotta go until someone's like, you're too old to go. And last year, I killed it with Zoolander, got lots of props, so I'm gonna kill it again. We have no idea. I think
I don't know.
I want to go to level. But
the Thursday before will be good. It will be
Thursday will be good.
The only thing is though, it's 4 days before.
It's like the Halloween.
They'll promote it, and people will go.
But I won't be dressing
I feel like
up
the
that
best place
day.
will be Sapphire.
Sapphire Saturday will be good.
Yeah.
Sapphire it'll be huge though. You'll pay $20
Unless you go early.
So that's the thing. You get the stamp now, and then you just peace out for 2 hours, go somewhere else, come back.
Go to level across the street where it's dead.
Exactly, and then come back, get a couple cheap highballs.
Yeah, because I don't want. I would go out the Thursday, but I'm not gonna dress up the Thursday. I dress up the Saturday. But
I usually just throw somebody the other night before. I mean, 2 years ago I was a painter. Jordan Adjamzadeh and I went to Home Depot. Got a white painting smock for $5.
So mad! I'll spend hours on makeup and everything, and then I look at Nick and he has like a fucking shirt with some paint on.
Hey,
fuck you!
Carry a paintbrush in your back pocket, and the girls come and talk to you. It works as long as it works.
Yeah, that was never my goal with Halloween. I dress up as a fucking raccoon once. You're not gonna get that. Like Rock Raccoon, nobody.
If you got the full makeup, nobody really wants to get all up on there.
No, not at all. No, but I don't. That's why. That's the best thing about not being single is I don't gotta worry about that.
You have to worry about that.
So
I think about that.
That's why the raccoon costume works. Because I don't care if I look like a fucking raccoon. I have a girlfriend.
I'm not touching anyone anyways, and this will repel them, so it's easier.
I don't care if I look like the Joker.
Yeah.
Even though there would be lots of Harley Quinns this year, so that's an unfortunate
that's gonna
thing.
be so basic. It's babes though. Babes wearing that stuff.
And
is there?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good look.
There will be, but
there's gonna be the questionable, but there's gonna be the good looks.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
I don't know. Whenever I think of if I'm going out, if I'm planning my Halloween costume going out, it has to be light, breathable, not something I will need to take off at any point.
It'll be warm enough as well too, because it's usually cool.
It is cooler late October. But
October 31st to me in Cologne is always a time where it switches over, and you're like, "Fuck, it's getting cold."
Yeah,
it was -8 at my house today, so.
Well, that's why I like the Joker. I got a dress shirt, I got a vest, I got the suit jacket. So
once I start dancing, I'm sweating buckets and that. You have white and green face paint coming off. I'd be dripping.
But there's layers. I can take off the suit jacket.
What are you doing now? You're in the bar. Are you gonna go coat check each of those $2? Are you throwing it behind something?
You know what? It's gonna be me DDing. So we're putting into my car because we're parking on front of the club.
Don't put that on me. You know you can't drink that weekend of Halloween. Don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
Oh my god, I have to be the DD.
Yeah.
Shoot.
He knows he has a fire course the next day that he has to be sober for, so it's not my fault this time. Yeah, so no, I didn't think about the makeup, but I think I did it one year, and all it takes is that spray where it's the non-sweat stuff. Don't worry,
that's a thing.
I've done the Joker enough times to prepare.
You should show that to some of the people I work with because they'll be sweating buckets by the end of the night, coming off the face, dripping into food. God. They need that stuff.
Ew.
It's funny.
Gross.
Well,
I'm not a perspirator, but
no. I hope everyone out there has a safe, happy Halloween, whether you're dealing with clowns or dealing with
build the wall. We need these clowns out.
Deport
Fuck these clowns.
Fuck them all to death.
Seriously though.
As usual, thanks for tuning in to the monthly rant we repeat. You can find us. Go to geekversepodcast.com. You can find us Twitter, Facebook for all our social media, and then you can find us. We're on Google Play. We're on Stitcher Radio. We're on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes. By the time you listen to this, we'll be officially going over to Twitch now too. So I think that's 7 different places you can listen to us. So
all of the platforms.
You're bound to find us somewhere, and if you can't, then I don't know. You got to download a podcast app or something. If you can't find us now, who knows? But do you guys want to say anything as we leave out?
Nope.
Good.
I got nothing.
Check out Hoops Banter. Check out his blog. Check out his podcast.
We're early stages, but appreciate it. If you like basketball, great. If you don't, I understand. It's totally cool. It's a completely different thing, but yeah, check it out if you like it.
Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll see you next month, and I promise you it will not be boring. Thank you.
Peace.
Where's your washroom?
down the hall.
Did you have to go that whole time?
Yeah.
Damn, son. Down the hall to the right.
You've been podcasting for at least 6 months. You know that's a rookie mistake. You're supposed to go right before.